Hey guys, welcome to day 3. We're going to get everything set up today. We're going to actually take action. We're going to do something that works towards you guys making some money sooner rather than later. So let's jump right in and look at how this is going to look, what we're going to do today. We're going to create a lot of accounts, but let's look at what they are and how they tie into the big picture. So we're going to set up a few accounts. One of them is called Cloudflare. I'm not going to get into exactly what they all do right now because I'm going to show you what exactly to set up in each one of them here in a minute. So you're going to set up Cloudflare, SendGrid. SendGrid is for your emails so that your emails work. Aweber is an email autoresponder service that works outside of SendGrid. That's outside of the ClickFunnels environment. Aweber. And this is completely optional. I'll cover that in a minute. But Aweber will send out emails on autopilot. Stripe is how you're going to make money. So I want you guys to set that up. That's basically a merchant account. Real easy to set up as long as you're not in some weird, risky kind of a program that I don't know about. Stripe is pretty simple and straightforward to set up. And then Cloudflare is Cloudflare. I'm not even going to get into Cloudflare. It's too complicated to try and tell you what it does. But it's used when setting up your custom domain. Speaking of custom domain, I didn't have room to put it on this diagram, but if you already have a domain, don't worry about it. But if you need one, go to GoDaddy.com. I'm going to show you that as well, and make sure that you set up some kind of a domain. Find yourself a good domain that hasn't already been taken, if you're lucky to find something that hasn't been taken, and pick that up. So one last account that you guys are going to have to set up is ClickFunnels. You guys don't have to do that today. That is on day 6 that I actually have you guys setting that up. But your quick start tip for the day is, or your fast track tip for the day is to set up ClickFunnels. If you don't already have it set up, then do that. What we're going to do once that's set up is we're simply going to connect all of these programs to ClickFunnels, and everything's going to work inside of that program, and this whole thing becomes one happy family, and everything kind of works together. And I will, of course, show you how to do that inside of these videos. So let's jump right in. I'm going to show you guys online what it is that I want you to set up right now. Okay, let's jump right into how to set up these different accounts. I'm not going to spend a lot of time because I know that you guys have set up accounts before. This is not something new to you guys, and if it is, guys, setting up an account on these third-party programs is not hard. If you guys need help with that, please go to the support for these individual accounts and make sure that you get help from these guys. It's pretty straightforward. Most of these guys are going to make it pretty easy for you. But first is GoDaddy. So if you already have something, go on to the next one, which is Cloudflare. But right now, GoDaddy. Let's look at something. Let's say you need a domain. So I'm going to go here and look for some kind of a domain, search for your domain, and just throw it in there, see if it comes up. It'll tell you right away whether it's available. So goflyyourdrone.com is $2.99. Let's say we want this, and keep in mind I'm not logged in right now, but it's telling me that it's available. I'm going to click select, verifying that it is available. So what I can do now is, see, I can either remove it. Let's see what we can do here. We're going to continue to the cart, and what it's going to do is really prompt you to set up your account. So you can either set up privacy protection if you want. I don't generally do that, so I'm going to say no thank you. Website builder, Linux. If you guys need a website builder, you can try it out if you want. I'm going to set you guys up with ClickFunnels. That's a website builder, so don't worry about getting that. We're going to scroll down here. We're going to continue with these options. These guys are going to upsell you on everything under the sun, so just know that you don't need that. This also defaults to 5 years, so just select 1 year for whatever it is if you want a lower price product. And I think they are giving you, for anything over 2 years is what they're doing to get you the deal at $2.99 a year. So the first year is $2.99, and then subsequent years are $14.99. So just going through here, checking out, make sure everything's set that you want, and then come over here, proceed to checkout. It's going to prompt you to sign in with Facebook or sign in with your account information. Go ahead and do that. I'm not going to sign in right now and do that, but if you have an account, set one up. If not, go through and set up an account. That's where it's going to start from, okay? So make sure that you do that. Let's talk about Cloudflare, moving on to the next one here. So Cloudflare is used to help you set up your custom domain. It's hard for me to explain, but you're going to need this, so just go through and set up the account. Just click on sign up. First of all, go to Cloudflare. I'll leave the links down below, so just go through and check them off as you go. Click on sign up and come on in here. One of our clients' information. You're going to go through and set up your account. So whatever it is, just make sure that you set it all up. Agree to their stuff, their terms and privacy policy, and then click on create account. Once you've done that, that's all you need to do. Just make sure that you have an account set up with these guys, and it is free, so don't worry about that. Okay, let's take a look at SendGrid here. The best thing that you guys can do to get started is just pick up their free account, and when you guys start sending more emails, then they're going to charge you a little bit of money. But if you get started at least for free, they've got a 30-day trial period for their lowest plan, which I think is $10 a month. So even at that level, you're not going to have to pay for anything before this gets too deep if you guys don't have anything. So let's click on try for free and see what it does. It's going to tell you what they have here. So trial 40K, no credit card required. So go through, set up your username, password, confirm your password, and enter your email address here. Make sure that they know that you are not a robot, and then create your account. Now here's the deal with these guys. They go through a provisioning process. You have to get through that process. Otherwise you cannot connect ClickFunnels to SendGrid and get your emails to send out. I'm going to take you through that process in another video, but between now and then, what you have to do is make sure that you check out your email, whatever email you use to set this up. Go in there and confirm what's going on inside of there. And if they try to send you a text message or something to verify your identity, go ahead and go through that process so that you can get this account set up in full by the time day 6 rolls around, which is when we're planning on setting up all of the ClickFunnels stuff. We're going to connect all those dots and go through that process, okay, with a brand new account. Let's look at the next program. Stripe. This is how you guys are going to take money. I'm not going to go all the way through this process, but what I want you guys to do is at least create an account. Come to stripe.com, click on that, set up your email, set up a password, and confirm your password. Again, make sure that they know that you're not a robot, and create your Stripe account. These guys will default you right into a kind of a test account, but you can click back and forth between testing and going live. So what I want you guys to do is play around with this in the testing environment and just see how it works. Make sure that you go through and set up all of your settings, connect Stripe to your bank account, and then go through and click and make sure that you set this up for live work, because when you go live, you have to put in more information. So click that test toggle button over to live, and then go through the process that it's asking you to. It's going to ask you for information. You're going to have to set it up with your bank account. Make sure that you get all that done, because if you don't, you're not going to be able to make money by day 6. Okay, so that's all there is with Stripe. Let's look at the next one, which is Facebook ads. We want to create ads. We're going to do ads with Facebook. You can do ads with a number of different things, but Facebook ads is what we're going to focus on. So go to business.facebook.com. If you guys already have any of these accounts, like if you already have an ads account set up with Facebook, don't worry about this step. You've already got it set up. But make sure that you come here and at least create your account. So we're going to click on create your account. We're going to go to here. You can sign in using your Facebook account. It's making me sign in. So make sure that you're signed in to your Facebook account, and then click create account. It's going to set, you're going to have to set that up with a business name. And And generally, there are two different types of accounts. There's your business account, or you could set this up with your personal account. We're going to try and get you guys to set this up the way that it should be set up from the very beginning, and that's as a business account. So if you do this, you'll be able to do a lot of other cool things, and I think it talks a little bit about it in here, so that you, in case you need more than one ad account, if you want to request access to other people's pages and ads account. This is really important when it comes to working with other clients, or if you have an agency, or if you happen to have more than one account that you need to be separating these into. But go through this process. Make sure that you come up to your this area. It's like your menu, and then come over to your billing and payment methods over here on the right, and then go in there and set up your banking information, your credit card information, because when you run ads, they're going to, I think you can set a threshold, and at that threshold, they will then charge you out. So at some point, they're gonna have to charge you, and that's how they're gonna do it. They're gonna do it automatically. Okay. The last two that I've got on my list here are Aweber and ActiveCampaign. These are both 100% optional, but if you need an autoresponder service that is not inside of ClickFunnels, ClickFunnels has a program that does very similar to what these programs do, and it's called Actionetics. If you guys get ClickFunnels and you sign up for their highest end package, which is called the Edison Suite, which your trial will actually include the Edison Suite, then you do not need Aweber, you do not need ActiveCampaign. However, they both do some additional things that Actionetics doesn't. However, Actionetics is a very, I guess you could say, powerful program. It's got a lot of stuff going on. You can definitely use that, but it is going to be a little bit more money right up front. But as a coaching business, you're going to want one of these programs to set your automated email sequence up with. So make sure that you set up an account with either Aweber or ActiveCampaign. I think ActiveCampaign has a free, you can set up an account for free, and it'll probably last for 2 weeks or 30 days or whatever it is, and then you're good to go. So that's your homework for the night, guys. Your homework is to set up all of these accounts. If you look right below this video in the notes for this particular class or this lesson, there's a links or at least a list to each one of these programs so that you can go through and set each one of those up. That's all there is to it. It shouldn't take you that long to set each one of these up, and make sure that you check your emails for each one of these, and make sure that if they're sending you a confirmation email, that you are clicking on that confirmation email. And then like we covered in the little keynote presentation, what we're going to do on day 6 is connect the dots. Your fast track tip for the day is going to be to go into ClickFunnels and set that up. So if you haven't set up ClickFunnels yet, then I want you to go in and set that up, although I'm not requiring you to do that for the purposes of this particular course until day 6. That way we can lengthen the amount of time that you have before you actually have to pay for ClickFunnels, okay? That's it. I'll see you guys in the quick start video, or we'll see you guys tomorrow. So take it easy. I'll see you guys in the next video.